Hey, this is Mariela from the Functional Company. So today I want to talk about one of the very few times that I would actually recommend a low-fat diet. And this is when somebody has a gallbladder problem. Because the gallbladder is a little sac that sits underneath the liver. And so the liver produces something called bile, and then it's stored in the gallbladder. So then the gallbladder releases the bile into the small intestine every time that we eat food, especially fats. It helps to break down the fats. So sometimes people have a gallbladder issue. They might have gallstones or just gallbladder sludge. The bile isn't flowing properly for some reason. Sometimes it's a toxin overload. Body needs to be detoxified. Sometimes, like I said, there's stones, different reasons, but there's a lack of gallbladder function for some reason, right? And so because of that, things get backed up. So whenever we eat fats, we're actually asking the gallbladder to do its work. And if it can't, we're straining the gallbladder. Usually what happens is that the body will tell you, no way, I cannot have this. It'll make you nauseated. So people usually have those symptoms where they feel weak, they feel nauseated. Sometimes they even vomit. Even just the thought of fat for some people could be like, oh my gosh, there's no way. That's an indicator that there may be a gallbladder problem. And so until the gallbladder gets fixed, I say let's not put additional strain, let's not overload or demand too much of the gallbladder. So that's when we have to bring down the fat intake overall. Of course, we have to focus on fixing the gallbladder. And in the next episode, I'm gonna share one of my favorite supplements for helping the gallbladder do its work. But one of the things that I mentioned is very important is actually a really good detox, because toxins tend to accumulate in the gallbladder for one reason. Toxins love fat, and the bile is a fatty substance. So a lot of times these toxins that are coming out through the bowels, they'll get reabsorbed back into the gallbladder, into the bile because of that, because it's a fatty substance. So we really have to do a really good detox in order to really help out the gallbladder. There are other strategies, and like I said, I'm going to share that my #1 go-to supplement when it comes to the gallbladder. But in terms of a diet, you have to eat a very clean, simple diet. But the most important thing is not to overload the gallbladder by not asking it to break down fats or to have to release too much bile. So what I do in that case is actually bring down the fat. And that's why I say you really have to troubleshoot, see what works for you, fix the body, learn how the body works. So you can't say 100% of the time everybody needs fat all the time. If a body isn't working properly, if the gallbladder isn't working properly, then we have to troubleshoot and we have to modify accordingly until we fix the gallbladder. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. That's what I wanted to share for today. And I will see you on the flip side.